Hey sweet friends, and welcome back to the Curated home. We're continuing to bring that farmer's market look and feel to the house because it's that time of year. We're going to work in the sitting room today, also the dining room and in the kitchen. The sitting room was the most challenging because I redid that hutch. You're going to see that process in this video. We also had a mishap in the laundry room that was totally unexpected, and hopefully by the end of this video, you'll get to see that completed as well. There's a lot to show you in this video, so let's get to it. Here's the hutch before. I started with the shelves, giving them a base coat of white, and then going over that with some antiquing wax by Waverly so that it would really make that wood grain show through. And then I remembered that I had this base upstairs that would go better for a base for this hutch, so I went ahead and pulled that down. And the only problem is it still leaves a little bit of a gap, so I'm gonna have to take care of that. But I really do think that this base works a lot better than what I previously had. All right, so I'm taking the back off now, and I've got it started. I got a pretty good start. I think what they had attached it with was some wood glue and finishing nails. So it's not that hard to actually get it apart. It's a lot easier than I thought it would be. And then this, by the way, if I haven't already said, this was upstairs in one of our guest bedrooms. And I brought it down I kept thinking, and this definitely goes way better with the hutch. It's more of its size. It's a little bit shorter, so it doesn't make it so tall. It just fits better. And I think once I get the back off and I get the beadboard in place, and then I get it back together, that this is going to be a lot better. And I'd like to be able to stabilize this. So I want to put brackets on this so that it's secured to this, so that it's not gonna fall over or top over or be top heavy. So I'm making progress. I also need to clean. I'm gonna have wood chips everywhere. Art's at the gym. I've already measured the beadboard. So I just need Art to help me cut. Let me get this done and hopefully get everything cleaned back up. It is a disaster in here, of course. It's always a disaster in here. Guys, why do I bite off more than I can chew every single time I do a project? I don't understand. This is not stable now. Until we get the beadboard backing on, it is not going to be stable. And I'm going to need to sand and clean up and get the finishing nails out from the frame. And I'm going to go ahead and touch up the paint while I'm at it on the inside, which nobody's going to see that, but I see that, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. But I think what I'm going to do is get this out to the garage, and get this area cleaned up as best I can, and then leave it until Art comes home, because that's all I can do at this point. And I can start this is obviously not going to get put back together today, but I can clean around the mess. I can vacuum the floors, I can dust and all of that. So that's what I'm going to do. And then hopefully this will get done sometime this weekend. Alrighty, friends, I have it in. Art cut the back for me. I actually measured the back and drew the lines for him to cut. He just cut all my lines, and then I nailed it to the back, and I'm getting ready to put it back on the cabinet, and then I'm going to install the shelves, and then I can put my stuff back up. I think this looks so much better. I really do. I don't think I'm going to do any distressing right now to the edges. I probably will once the shelves are in place, before I actually decorate it. I don't think I'm going to decorate it today. I'm also going to be painting the arches, and they'll be painted to match this. I have new slip covers coming as well, new pillow covers I'm going to make. So it's a whole little, I think this looks so much better. This is what it needed. This is exactly what I had in mind when I bought it in the first place. All right, there it is. I love it. I think it turned out exactly like I wanted it to. I think I still want to distress it just a little bit around the edges. And I think the beadboard that's back here, I'm gonna paint white to match the beadboard up here. But I'm out of paint, so we're just gonna have to wait. But I might go ahead and do that when I paint those arches on either side. Alrighty, friends, look at how it turned out. I love it. I absolutely love it. And now that I've got it all put back together and the hutch is looking really great, I am just going to add a little bit of fall to this room, and I'm going to do that by using some mushrooms. So let me back up and give you a big overview of the hutch. All right, so there you go. There's Maggie. So I did get slip covers. I just got plain white because I like to accent with the pillows and the blankets, and I think that you know, really makes that pop when it's a plain white background. I didn't want to use black. I've already tried tan. I think white works best. And I also got the arches painted. So I do need to distress them a little bit, but that can come later. I have been so busy this week at work. It's been really difficult to try to pull this video together. So it's, you know, it's not going to be as perfect as I would like it, but that's okay. I can go back and add little touches like distressing those later. But I did get everything painted, and I did get the back of this, you know, painted as well. So I'm happy. I do have, I'll show you all the mushroom decor that I'm going to add into this room, and it does include new pillow covers that I got from Amazon. I'll link everything that I can in the description box
As you
below.
notice, I'm just going to go ahead and point out that I do have some space.
Maggie, you hear Maggie? She's making her bed. She needs to do this. She likes to make biscuits before she lays in a pillow or a blanket.
I do have space, and I like saving space in areas because then I can feel good about going and shopping for more of a collection. And then she's doing it again. She stops. Are you comfortable, princess? Are you all done? I like saving space because then I don't feel so bad when I buy something and add to a collection. I know exactly where it's going to go, and you know, it's fine. For me, saving space in an area is fine. So I'm looking for, of course, more sheep, and I have a space to put them. So there's that. And then the lady head faces, I only have one, but I do have my eye on a couple of others that I'm watching on eBay. I'd love to have at least 3 for Christmas, and I will have at least 3 for Christmas. And they probably will not stay up there. I will put them somewhere else, but for now, that's where she's going to reside. So there's that. Let's go ahead and take a look at all the stuff that I'm going to be adding into this space. The first thing that I'm going to show you are the set of pillowcases that I got from Amazon. It's a set of 4, and these are super, super soft. Maggie's liking them. Maggie, I gotta show them, okay? They're only detailed, they only have images on one side, but look at how cute they are for fall. So this one has like a little hedgehog. I guess I don't know what this is, but it's a cute little fall animal. And then the next one is a squirrel, and I love the colors. I like that this kind of nods to red a little bit. So I'm loving that. And then this one, Maggie is all about it. She is loving it. This one has rabbits on it. And then this one also has rabbits on it. Now, rabbits tend to make me think of spring, so I'm not using the ones with rabbits, but I do like them. And I may use them somewhere else, but I'm not going to use them in this room. So the ones with the rabbits are going to go. So I am going to, if Maggie allows me, I'm going to go ahead and put the pillowcases on, and then I'll show you what they look like. And there you go. It is super easy to change the entire look of a space simply by using some blankets, some pillowcases, and some slip covers. I mean, come on. It doesn't get any easier than that. All right, so now the reason I chose to do mushrooms is because of this mushroom. Not this one. This one. My youngest son
made this for me and gifted this to me for Christmas a couple of years ago. And so I do have it usually out and about in the house. And since I don't have anything else that's not mushroom related, you know, sometimes it can stick out a little bit. But I am loving the opportunity to create an early fall look with so mushrooms, that I can incorporate this and do this year after year and maybe even build on it. So I picked this set of mushroom statue sets. These little critters, I picked them up in a set off of Amazon. I'll link it below. And this is what they look like. You get a set of 4 and they are super cute. What I'd like to do, because mushrooms were big in the 70s, and so I can find mushroom vintage items. I just need to look for them, and I have not had my eye out for them yet. And, you know, early fall is going to be gone in the blink of an eye. So I'm going to go ahead and get what I can at a good, decent price to pull off the look. And so this fit the bill because it was inexpensive and easily available on Amazon. I also picked up this candle at Home Goods for $7.99. Super cute. And then at the Dollar Tree, they had some fabric that was mushroom themed. So I picked that up. I don't know if I'm going to use it or not, but I thought, how cool is that? Can't hurt to have that on hand. Also from Amazon, I picked up these little teeny mushroom picks, and I like that they're red and white. I think they're going to go perfect tucked in and about in this area. And then this one I also bought separately from Amazon. I just thought it was super cute. I'm in love with like hedgehogs for some reason. I'm assuming that's what this animal is. If you think it's something different, let me know. I just think he's cute. All right, so I'm going to get started and put these things out and about in the room, and then I'm going to show you what it looks like all finished. It's like 5 in the morning. Do you see this? Do you see this? Wait till you see why all that's out here. Look, our shelf just randomly decided to fall yesterday evening. And I had my burner going with wax in it, and wax went all over the wall, all over the door, everywhere. Look. I started scraping it last night and had to call it quits because I was exhausted. So I'm gonna go back at it today. Art and I are moving all of this out. We're patching and painting. This wasn't exactly on the agenda for today, but life happens. But it does smell really good in here. All right, I patched the wall, painted the wall, and now Art's gonna hang my shelf back up at some point this week. And then that's all that's going back on the shelf. Not a lot of stuff because I don't want it falling again. So there you go. Now that we have all this construction stuff done, let's go ahead and take up all of the strawberries from the dining room and go ahead and get our apples in place, because that's what we're doing. We're just going to scatter some apples. And just like that, it was that easy. Taking up one little element and switching it out for another really helped me to bring in and welcome that early fall look and feel. And I love it. And I love small things. So I think it's fun to just plug and play with these little small things. It made it so enjoyable, and I had so much fun doing it. It's the little things that make the biggest impact sometimes, like switching out your sponge holders for something seasonal, or your dish rags for something a little bit more in with the season, or even the smells that we use for the dish soaps or the cleaning sprays. All of these little things really help to welcome in the season and bring that vibe of early fall or whatever the season may be. You can also find some things in your stash or something inexpensive and elevate it a little bit. I did that with this Dolly Parton apple cutting board that's at the Dollar General. I just added some wood legs to it and made it into a riser, and I love it. of these simple little touches really did bring in the fall vibes, and I had so much fun doing it, and I didn't spend a lot of money, and I didn't have to stress too much, other than the construction part.
I'm on a mission to bring joy back to decorating. And while this is mainly for myself, I have a feeling that a lot of you are going to be able to relate to this. I get so excited for fall, for Christmas, for Halloween, for Easter, for spring, for summer, 4th of July, all these wonderful holidays. And I think as I've gotten older, I don't know where the joy went, but it seems more overwhelming and overstimulating than joyful to decorate. And I don't want that. I'm settling into my grandma phase of life and my vintage phase of life, and it's suiting me really well. I don't know if I'll be into vintage for the rest of my life. I kind of have a feeling I will, because I think that's the trend with people our age. Don't shoot the messenger. I just think that that's kind of a common thing. I like to have things around me that remind me of my mom, my dad, my grandparents, my kids, my family. I want to have those things around me. And that's kind of what the vintage style is all about. So friends, just do what you love and do what makes you happy and brings you joy, and the rest will fall into place. So if you like today's video, give it a like, a share, and comment below. It really does help out my channel. And if you haven't done so already, I would love it if you would subscribe and become one of my besties. And if you hit the notification bell, you'll be alerted each time I upload a new video, which is every single Sunday. And until then, besties, I'll see you later. Bye.